What up, you guys? Welcome to the 8th practice of fight, flight, or freeze. Go ahead and come into a nice seated position. Just sitting up straight, closing the eyes. And just starting to deepen the inhale and lengthen the exhale, taking your time to do so. Making sure that you're settling into where you're at today. This has been pretty typical with the practice. It's important to relax first into ourselves and into the space that we create for ourselves so that we can be fully present with the practice and aware of what's coming up. We're working with taking a little bit more control over our nervous system. It has its job, it does its job. Sometimes it goes into overdrive with its job. Sometimes it doesn't work well enough with its job. So these breath practices are designed to stimulate the nervous system both in ways that challenge and energize it in the appropriate amount of way, and not in the appropriate amount of way, in an appropriate way, but also sedate it and put it into that rest and digest so that there's more recovery happening. Come to an 8-second inhale and an 8-second exhale. Slight pauses after you breathe in and after you breathe out. And we're going to add in a movement again today towards the end of this practice. Once we've established the breath and been settled in the breath. Take about a minute of silence. Just pay attention to how you're feeling. Checking in. Lengthen the pause after the exhale to 4 seconds. Maintaining a slight pause after the inhale. Maybe it's 2 seconds. Aware of your energy levels and how easy it is to breathe today, or perhaps how difficult it is to breathe today. Let's lengthen the retention of the breath up to 4 seconds as well. So the inhale is 8 seconds. Retain for 4. Exhale for 8. Suspend for 4. I want you to be really aware of what you feel in those moments of suspension and retention. Try to soften internally in those moments. Maintain that breath ratio and transition to hands and knees. Toes are going to be tucked. Back is nice and flat. With a nice flat back, you'll take that 8-second inhale. Hold the breath in for 4, lift the knees, send the hips back to down dog, stretch through the back side of the body, and then exhale in down dog. Taking 8 seconds to do so. Holding the breath out, take 4 seconds to slowly lower the knees back down to a tabletop position. Settle in with a flat back, and then inhale for 8. As you hold the breath, toes are tucked. Lift the knees, pike the hips up and back. The knees can stay bent to find extension in the back. Exhale in the position. And then inhale to lower back down, hands and knees. Sorry, the pause after you lower back down onto the knees, and then you inhale in position. Sorry about that. On the pause after the inhale, you move back to down dog. So the movement's happening when we're still in the breath. Exhaling in down dog. Suspend the breath. Lower the knees to the ground. Take 4 seconds to do so. And inhale. Hold the breath in, retain, and move back to down dog. And exhale. And you're going to stay here now in down dog. And I really want you to find your feet and the strength in the left hand. So you'll put a lot of pressure in that left hand. Raise the right hand off of the ground. And you're going to take the right hand to the outside edge of the left leg, whether it's thigh, knee, or shin. And then you're going to continue to breathe 8, 4, 8, 4. While holding this, you're just going to take 2 breath cycles this way. Again, try to feel yourself soften internally when you retain and suspend the breath. Good. Finish up this last breath. And then release the right hand down to the ground when you're done. And then you'll take the left hand to the outside edge of the right leg, and you'll do the same thing here, 2 breath cycles. Soften as you retain and suspend. It's a lot harder to do the breathing upside down. That's okay. I want you to embrace how that feels. Pay attention to how that feels. Finish up this last breath cycle. And then place the left hand back to the ground. Take an inhale. Hold the breath in, lower the knees to the floor. And exhale. Hold the breath out. Pike the hips up and back. Inhale. Hold the breath in, lower the knees. Exhale in place. Hold the breath out, pike the hips. Inhale. Hold the breath in, lower the knees. And exhale. Good, go ahead and return back to your seat. Just noticing how you feel. Drop the breath ratio, be still.